It's BB. And I was thinking of something today, like just now actually, of when disasters hit us, whether they're natural disasters or they're man-made disasters, like having someone inflict pain on you intentionally, or it's just a natural disaster like tornado, typhoons, hurricanes, earthquakes, what have you. The devastation that those natural disasters leave in their wake is sometimes as what a trauma one person can inflict on another. Here, isn't it? Because the amount of scarring they leave, problems. Sometimes, why we're left in this why stage. You have to close the book and move on. Stop wondering why. Stop trying to figure it out. When you catch a break, you take it and you just move on. Or else you're going to spend the rest of your life wondering why did they do this? Why are they doing this? Why did this happen? Human resiliency. How resilient is the human spirit? How capable are we in bouncing back from atrocities, adversities, human disasters as well as natural disasters? Because we do also, there's a category where we do inflict them on ourselves. So, what we find is we can bounce back pretty quickly given the right circumstances, the right environments, the right groups of support groups, the right everything. And sometimes the only support group we have is the person in the mirror. Is the person in the mirror who actually gives a crap about us. At the end of the day, it's that person in the mirror that brings us back. It's not somebody outside of us. Because if we didn't give a crap about us, we would not be fighting for our lives. We would not be wanting to take heart. We would not be wanting to get past these atrocities and these adversities. We would just crumble and go to pieces and never want to get up again. But the person in the mirror really cares. The person in the mirror really gives a crap. I say this because I was an only child, and I've learned how to be tough within myself. My life was very sheltered, not tough like getting in fights and nothing like that. I was a very mild-mannered child. But I was an upstart in school, but not in a bad way. I was just mischievous. The strength comes from within, the desire to get past whatever is happening, whatever is pressing, whatever feels like a mountain that we have to carry on our shoulders and our backs. The desire is there. And that when we have wonderful friends and a wonderful support system, it makes all that go faster. It makes it more compelling because now we have something outside of the person in the mirror also that tells us, we need you. We need you. We need you here. Get up off your A and do something with us. And that helps. Helps a lot. But when it comes to bouncing back, people like these, take for example these frequencies and what they're doing, right? They can be pretty overwhelming with these frequencies. I've experienced that. But mostly what they can do is try to cause depression in people. Everything negative you can think of, that's where these people are at. One thing they can't simulate is real emotions, real positive emotions, like enthusiasm, like feeling positive, feeling optimistic, wanting to take on the day, reverential fear. What they know is morbid fear. Is loving with awe and being in awe of something greater than yourself. Morbid fear is being afraid of that same presence because you're afraid. Either you've done something, or you're planning to do something, or you felt you've done something when you did nothing, but you're afraid. Incidentally, I think a lot of churches promote morbid fear instead of reverential awe. So these are things, emotions that these people they cannot assimilate in you. They cannot cause or create these frequencies cannot do that. These frequencies are meant to create or to assimilate fears, jolts of panic, dread, irritation, frustration, because that's what comes up. I've studied these things that have been happening to me. I'm very in tune with my body, and I study them to a T. They hit you and then it spreads. The thing with them, and the good thing, is that they cannot promote love. They cannot promote enjoyment. They cannot promote any type of feeling of peace or balance or harmony or flow. They can't do that. But they can promote, what they can promote is a feeling of a clutching in your chest, irritation. It just hits you. And just prior, you will feel that sensation. It feels like bees buzzing. You'll feel it, or maybe it might be a quickening of the heart or something like that. I usually feel mine in the back of my spine, lower spine, or my heart. But it's not a positive thing, it's a negative thing. I have a lot of positive emotions. But what they're trying to do is, I don't know. But I guess what they try to do is they try to overwhelm us with negativity. They try to overwhelm us with every negative thought and every negative well, it's only a thought process, isn't it? Because the clutching and the clenching is just we're just reacting to that irritation. It's like when you have pain, isn't it? When the pain hits you, you feel you want to just, you push back on it. You push back on it. You steal and you steal yourself and you push back on it. Because it raises up, you raise up, and that's how it goes. That's all they can do. We react negatively to these whatever they're doing. They're doing it, I don't know. But my point is, they cannot promote anything positive. It's all negative, 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 negative all the time. But what they try to do with that, since they cannot trick us into believing that we're feeling something, or feeling optimistic, or feeling great, or feeling wonderful today, or feeling like we're $1,000,000, or feeling love, or feeling passion, or feeling desire, or feeling anything as a result of what they're doing, what they do is they compound the negative ones. They try to counter it. They try to overload us with negative thoughts about, when we're happy, when we're feeling joy, when we're feeling harmony, when we're feeling blessed, when we're feeling anything at all that is positive in nature. They come at us with these frequencies and they try to jam it, like jam your thoughts, your natural free flowing enjoyment of life. They want to jam it, put a roadblock in it, create a wall to keep you just going around in a loop until you tire yourself out, till you become overwhelmed. Don't get overwhelmed. That's one of the things they try to do. They'll try to overwhelm us with a lot of negativity, trying to counter the positive emotions, the peace, the harmony, the optimism, the joy of life. What they do is they suck the joy out of your life. That's what they do with these frequencies. They suck the joy out of your life. They cannot create loving feelings because these are not loving people with loving intentions. Not like that. It's an emotion. It's not just a feeling. It's an emotion. It goes deeper than just a surface feeling. This is in the moment, you're happy, you hear a joke, you hear something, you feel happy. Joy stays permanently. It stays. Once you tap into that joy, it's the joy, the sheer enjoyment. You feel, everything feels right. And you know when you're happy. So let's not let these chuckleheads take away or put a roadblock or put a stopper on our happiness or our enjoyment of life, of any great feeling that you have. We have to know how to balance that and just learn how to ignore them. And if any of you go the extra mile and grab hold of one of them, don't touch them. You're gonna want to put your fist in one of their faces, right? Or in that person's face. Don't do it. These people are bad people, and they will use that. They will say they've never been hurt like that before. Every bone in their body. Don't even touch them if you can help it, because they will say every bone in their body is broken. Don't do it, because then you'll get in some kind of trouble. So just corner them and make sure you call the cops. Get a lawyer, because you're gonna file charges against them. But don't touch them, because if you touch them, it's gonna be a problem. I can almost feel this. To me, that's logic telling me that it's not gonna be a good thing. It's not gonna be a good thing. They'll claim all kinds of injuries, all kinds of things from 50 years ago. They'll claim it just happened. They're barefaced. They have no scruples. They would do anything to put us in trouble or bring us down. I was flipping through YouTube 2 days ago, and I saw one of these like a cardboard. I don't know what it is, what it's called, like a picture. And I know the saying is that they're like crabs in a barrel. Now, what does it mean by the crabs in a barrel? Crabs have a tendency, you hang them in barrels, right? You hang them down the lines. And they climb on each other. And they try to get to the top. And the ones at the bottom, now, they could be just trying to get out too. So they go around in a loop instead of just letting, crawling on one at a time, because their intelligence level is not that high maybe. So they pull each other down. And they tend to use that as an analogy for how some people live their lives. Like siblings, they'll pull each other back. They just pull each other down. So the saying was that don't live your life like crabs in a barrel. Or somebody might someone will break your claw off and beat you with it. I thought that was funny. So don't beat them, okay? Don't beat them when you find them. Someone may break one of the claws off and beat you with it, or break your claw off and beat you with it. So don't live life like crabs in a barrel. I don't know why I thought of that. When I'm happy or I get happy, I feel joy. Every funny thing I can think of comes to mind. And anyway, I'm gonna try to keep this short. So try to differentiate the impact, the negative impact from these frequencies, and the joy that you feel. And don't let them push you around and make you just keep going around and until whatever is making you happy cease to make you happy. Don't do that to yourself. Because they are there to whatever is bringing you joy, to make it not bring you joy anymore, to make it not bring you happiness, to make you not feel positive about it. Because they will ring it to the ring it to the death. Mama, sorry, my cat. They will keep going around in circles, until you just start to feel negative about that thing. Till you start to feel like you don't even want to look at it anymore. Till you start to feel like you just feel so turned off by it. Don't let them do this. They cannot win on something so trivial or stupid. We are the sane ones. These people are not sane. They're insane. And that's being mild and saying the least. Don't let the asylum be run by the inmates. That's what they want.